I'm gonna have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year. And then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one and then do the same thing again. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm, 40, 43, whatever, after my career to have my kids.
Right.
I want to be able to run at the park with my kids and stuff like that. I don't want to be too old. So I think that keeping my body in shape, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I think that'll also help me too while I'm going through this whole body and life change and stuff.
Welcome back to my channel. Hold on. What did Claressa Shields just announce? You're telling me that the undefeated boxing champion, the woman who calls herself the GW's greatest woman of all time, just went live and casually said, "I'm carrying Papoose's baby?" Come again. If you thought the drama from Remy Ma's past courtroom saga was explosive, grab some popcorn because we've just entered a whole new level of chaos. One moment Claressa is focused on her next match, gloves on, ready to fight. The next, she's at a press conference casually dropping the kind of news that could derail family trees. And Remy Ma? Word on the street is she collapsed in a hallway afterward. Seriously, this feels like a cliffhanger straight out of a primetime drama series. Let's unpack this because it's a lot to take in. Apparently, after one of her fights, Claressa stood in front of cameras, not with a belt, but with her hand on her stomach and a smirk on her face. She leaned into the mic and calmly said 6 words that lit the internet on fire. "I'm carrying Papoose's baby." Yes, that Papoose. The man who stood by Remy Ma during her time in prison. The same man who was hailed as one of hip-hop's most loyal husbands. The ride or die who once seemed untouchable when it came to relationship goals. That Papoose. Cameras quickly panned to Remy, who was sitting front row at the event. The shock on her face was immediate. She stood up, visibly shaken, and then, according to those present, collapsed to the ground. Not in a dramatic, attention-seeking way, but a full physical reaction to what she had just witnessed. Security rushed in. People screamed. Phones came out. And before you knew it, that moment was everywhere, from TikTok to YouTube to endless Instagram reels. But how did it come to this? Let's rewind the timeline. Only a few months ago, Remy Ma was posting loving photos and videos of her and Papoose. She was showing off expensive gifts, romantic dinners, and a beautiful new home in New Jersey. From the outside, things looked solid. But for those paying attention, something felt off. Rumors had been circulating for a while, especially after Papoose was seen alone at one of Claressa's matches. No Remy, no entourage. Just him, looking a little too comfortable for someone supposedly just a fan. Then came the social media clues. Claressa started posting cryptic captions. Things like, "Protecting my peace and my king," or "Some blessings kick," paired with a boxing glove emoji and a wink. Fans began speculating, but no one was prepared for what came next. Meanwhile, Remy's public image started to unravel. She began canceling appearances, snapping at her team, and pulling out of events last minute. Sources from her camp said she was spiraling, emotionally unstable, and paranoid about something. But no one knew exactly what. Until now. An anonymous gym employee later claimed that Papoose had been visiting Claressa in private training sessions for months. According to him, it wasn't just workouts going on behind those closed doors. He insisted they were in love, and it had been going on for at least a year. As the story grew legs, supposed text messages leaked. In them, Papoose allegedly saved Claressa's name under Coach C. One message read, "Can't stop thinking about last night. You motivate me in ways Remy never could." Another one, reportedly accompanied by a soft, candlelit video, had Claressa whispering, "You're the only one I want to do this with." That was followed by some unambiguous audio. And the kicker? Insiders say Remy didn't find out through blogs. She found out directly from Papoose. After one of Claressa's more suggestive Instagram posts, Remy confronted her husband, and that's when it all spilled out. Remy was rushed to a private medical wing where, according to sources, she was barely coherent. Nurses said she was hyperventilating, her blood pressure dangerously high. She kept repeating the same thing. "He swore to me. He swore." Meanwhile, Claressa's team was already enjoying the spotlight. And Papoose? Nowhere in sight. But Fat Joe, yes, Joey Crack himself, was reportedly pacing in the parking lot, yelling into his phone. She told you what she told the whole world, man. Y'all really messed up now. Fat Joe's rattled, you know it's bad. And it didn't stop there. Days later, we learned that Papoose had officially moved out of the New Jersey home he shared with Remy. He relocated to a condo just 3 miles from Clarissa's gym. Lease records, allegedly under his legal name Alfred Mackey, list one expected dependent, an unborn child due in January. Remy's response? A single, chilling Instagram story. You better pray that baby really his. No tags. No explanation. Just silence, and tension thicker than concrete. Shortly after, Papoose went live on Instagram. With a fresh haircut and calm demeanor, he said, "I've never been fake. If a child's coming into this world, I'll raise them like a man should. People talk, but love don't ask for permission. Excuse us?" So now Papoose is publicly standing by Claressa, possibly even moving in with her, and starting a new chapter. Meanwhile, Remy was allegedly hospitalized again, suffering a stress-induced arrhythmia after watching that clip. Her family says she had to be sedated. Claressa, she was spotted baby shopping in Soho with Papoose. He was holding up a tiny black hoodie that said "Future Champ." And here's where it gets even more real. Claressa allegedly told a store clerk her due date, January 6th. That means conception was likely in April. You remember what Papoose was doing in April? Publicly recommitting to Remy, posting sweet anniversary messages, rapping about loyalty and devotion on YouTube. Now fans. Word is, Claressa Shields isn't just mad. She's taking legal action. Her team has filed a temporary restraining order against Remy Ma, claiming real threats of harm. One insider says Claressa even hired private security to guard her gym, her house, and her doctor's office. She's clearly not playing around. Meanwhile, Papoose? He's disappeared. No tweets. No comments. No shade. Nothing. Just total silence. But Joe Budden? He had something to say. On his podcast, he called the whole thing the biggest Bronx betrayal since Diddy left J.Lo. He didn't hold back. Papoose didn't just cheat. He started building a new life. That's not a fling. That's a takeover, Joe said. Then it got even messier. A fake group chat, supposedly from the Love and Hip Hop crew, started going viral. One message said, "That gym didn't just smell like sweat. It smelled like cocoa butter and betrayal." Another claimed they saw kissing in the back room while Remy was home planning a birthday dinner. Now Remy's gone completely quiet. She's reportedly canceled all appearances and stopped filming with VH1. Word is, her publicist quit after trying to stop her from releasing a diss track called Test Results, aimed at Claressa and her baby. Claressa, on the other hand, is thriving. She posted an ultrasound photo with the caption, "My little champ is already making headlines." Some people say she's even working on a documentary series called Gloves Off, all about the affair, the baby, and the drama. There's also talk that Remy's hiring a private investigator to look into Claressa's past, and maybe even get a paternity test. Because now, rumors are flying that the baby might not even be Papoose's. One anonymous tip says Claressa listed 2 men on her medical form. One of them, a married boxing promoter from Detroit. And it doesn't end there. Remy's reportedly planning a live, tell-all event in Harlem called Still Standing. No cameras, no phones. Just her and the mic. Fans are calling it the Beyoncé of betrayal exposés. Meanwhile, Papoose stays silent. Not a single post. So now the question is, who's really winning? Remy's hurt. Claressa's glowing. And the baby? Already more famous than half the cast of Love and Hip Hop. This story, just getting started. Show some love to Pop Links, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit the bell icon for more exciting content every week.